I've been trying to vlog for ages now, but I just can't, either because I just forget to film or everything's boring and I'm just sad. I'm still sad. I'm actually in one of the longest, maybe worst depressive episodes of my life. I kind of built up finishing uni to be like, I'm gonna be so happy, and I literally like joked with my therapist. I was like, girl, I'm not gonna need you after I finish. And she was like, hey, maybe that's the case and that would be great. I need her now more than ever. However, I don't have an appointment until January. So we persist. I'm at home, as you may be able to tell. Imogen is at work. And I feel like I'm becoming her. Imogen, whenever she like has something that she has to do but doesn't want to, like uni work or stuff, she just cleans. So I've done all the dishes and put them away immediately, which is crazy for me. Don't mind that there are more that I have to do. I will do those in a sec. And I cleaned the bathroom, which is crazy. I'm not a very clean person. I'm not a food messy, I'm disorganized, but I was like, I gotta just keep doing stuff. And I've made lunch for myself, which I also don't often do. I hate making myself food. And now I think I'm gonna bake some muffins. I don't know. I don't have anything I have to do anymore because I don't have uni. And I do have stuff that I need to do because it's almost Christmas, guys, and I'm a person who crafts, so obviously I was like, oh, I gotta make everyone little crafts for Christmas because I have no money at the moment either. So I gotta work on those, but I don't want to. I'm going insane. So I'm gonna make some carrot cake muffins. They are supposed to go with like an icing. I don't have the ingredients for icing. Could I walk to the store and get it? Yes, maybe I will later, but for the moment they're just gonna be plain muffins. They're gonna be carrot cake muffins. And then maybe Imogen and I are going to a yarn store later. I don't want to go, but I need to get this one ball of yarn to finish one of my fucking Christmas gifts for people. Because I was a goober. I only bought one, but it needs more than that. And it's like it's just a white cotton, but I think it's like a bamboo cotton, not a regular one. So it's got a specific like sheen to it. It's a bit shinier than my regular cotton. So I have to go get this other one, even though I have so much white cotton. Yeah, it looks like a nice day outside. I haven't gone out there. Maybe I should go sit, touch some grass. The issue is I need to mow the lawn so bad, but I don't have a lawnmower. I've become like a dad. I'm like, I stand out there and I look at it and I'm like, I gotta do something about this, but I can't because I don't have a lawnmower. I went around and I picked out the tall grass with my hands for a bit because it was just driving me crazy. But like, it's so long. Oh, it's so bad. And yes, I could just buy one, and I plan to, but I don't know anything, so I need my dad to hold my hand while I buy one. I need my dad to do it for me. I need to let him do that because I don't know. He's also better at Facebook Marketplace than I am, so but for the meantime, it's driving me crazy. It's crazy at the moment. I'm going crazy, as we can see. Let's make some cupcakes. Yippee! Things have immediately gone awry. I definitely don't have enough sugar, like white sugar for it. I need white sugar and brown sugar. And I have enough brown sugar, but not enough white sugar. So we're just gonna substitute it with some extra brown sugar. It'll be fine. It'll be so fine. It'll be fine, guys. The recipes in this book are always low-key a little strange. It's like, yeah, the only American baking book I own. I think most of my other ones are from Australians. And like, that shouldn't have an impact. I dropped a big look. But sometimes you're just like reading it and like the ingredients they use and you're like, we don't have that here, or like that's a really strange way. So if it goes wrong, I'm gonna blame her, not my swapping of sugars. They are done, they're ready to go in the oven. The issue is, whoa, my oven really old, so old. You have to like go to start it, and it doesn't have like anything to tell me what temperature it is, and I've yet to buy a thermometer for it. So like, is it preheated? Is it at 180 degrees? Maybe. I don't know. But it's good. It's good. I can't tell if the shot is any good because it's so bright and I can't really see the viewfinder. I had to come outside and have some grass time because I truly got so worked up and just kept doom scrolling. Like I'm like a chronic scroller, but I'm not a doom scroller most of the time. Normally I just am like brain rot, but it was truly bad. So I had lunch and I'm outside reading Lord of the Rings. I'm getting there. But I don't know how long I can be out here because it's a very fine line for me between like, ooh, yay, I love being out in nature and touching grass and getting vitamin D, and oh no, I'm like severely sunburned and have heat stroke. So I think I'm gonna do like a few more pages before I have to go inside. Tee. I have not really done anything today. It is so hot. I had work in the morning, and then I came home. I got Imogen to pick me up after she finished work because I was like, I'm gonna die if I ride to Biko. We got home and I fell asleep for like 3 hours. Like 33 degrees. We don't have a fan or aircon in our house. I don't think I've ever seen a house in Canberra with like a ceiling fan low-key, and I don't understand that. And I just don't want to do anything. I think I'm just gonna sit here and read my new tiny zine. This is from Martina Calvi's like tiny store. I thought it was cute, so I bought it. And it's got like interviews with Misha Spice, who is like Chapel Rowan's like creative director and like good friend, and she's very cool. And her and Martina are also friends. So I'm excited to have a look at this. Yippee! But oh my god, I'm so sweaty. It's supposed to be like 36 or 7 tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm like, maybe we'll go to like the movies or something just to be in an aircon space and we can see FNAF 2. What have we got?
White chocolate peppermint cloud matcha.
Only the cloud. I thought that was the case.
Yeah, so did I, but it was only a cloud, so I wasn't thinking it was okay.
Good?
Yeah, I don't think cloud is the superior form of matcha.
No.
Syrup or jam is the optimal matcha. Yeah. Cloud is just aesthetic, and in reality, very weird.
Thank you for your review. I'm sorry for the fan noise. I'm not turning it off. It's so warm today. It's like 36 today, gonna be 37 tomorrow. Ah. Oh, I didn't quite smudge it. I smudged it a bit. Because it was so hot today, we went to a cafe, got matcha as you saw, and then I forgot to film because it was just not much happening. We went to a yarn store. I picked up some stuff to finish a Christmas present. I couldn't remember though if I bought like regular white or like an off-white when I bought the original. And then we went to the library and I finally got a library card, which is something I've been meaning to do for like months. Whoa, this is it. There's no details on it, so yay, ACT libraries. The one we went to didn't have either of the books that I was hoping they would, but I borrowed this one. It's called The Spirit Bears Its Teeth by Andrew Joseph White. I'd seen posts about it on like Pinterest, which is where I get a lot of my book recs. It's like a kind of like historical horror thriller fan like situation, like a ghosts. about a autistic trans boy. He's like 16, I guess, guy, trans man, in 1800s England, which is interesting. So that's so good. I'm really into reading at the moment. I finished Lord of the Rings at the cafe this morning. The first one. I finished Fellowship of the Ring, which is fun. I don't know if I mentioned it on the channel before, but like it's one of my like major special interests, I guess. I've been obsessed with Lord of the Rings since I was like 11, and my parents first showed me the movies. I read the books then as well, but because I was 11, it was a lot for me to digest, so it was like kind of hard for me to read. So reading it again as a 22-year-old, it's a lot easier. And it's been interesting and fun, just like, because I've watched the movies so many times. They're a big comfort movie for me. So like going and seeing all the differences and what didn't get cut, like what didn't get included and what changed has been interesting. And I've also almost finished reading All About Love by Bell Hooks, which has also been really interesting. So I kind of want to keep this reading streak going. I'm gonna try and continue with a pattern of reading a non-fiction fiction book at the same time. So I'll finish this because I gotta bring it back in 4 weeks, and then I might either start this book that I bought a while ago about autistic self-care, or I have an Angela Davis book that I also bought that I might start. I'm not sure. We're just sitting here trying to beat the heat. All of our windows and stuff are closed. I've got my one came up pedestal fan going right beside me. Imogen's laying on the kitchen floor to just feel the cool of the tiles. But I'm like kind of making myself warmer because I want to work on my sweater real bad. I'm like so close to being done with this. I just have like 30 rows to go on this sleeve and then be done. Which is, I can't wear it because it's so hot. But I want to finish it before we go to my parents this weekend because I don't want to bring it with me. But I want it to be done, but I don't want to have to bring the stuff for it with me, you know what I mean? And then I can start a new project while we're away. I should be working on gifts for people, but I just want to knit, and none of the gifts I'm making are knitting, either like sewing or crochet. God forbid, you know what I mean? Sounds like a fucking anime summer episode where they do the like establishing shot to establish that it's summer, and there's just always a lot of cicadas every time. I'm gonna make a vision board. Imogen's doing actual work. You see? You are in my pantry. I thought I had enough footage to make an interesting video from the stuff I had back in December, but then I was editing it together yesterday, and I don't. It was really boring, but I want to try and use it, so I'm here to add to it. It's been like 3 weeks since I last filmed. It was like the end of December, now it's like mid-January. In that time, we have spent about 3 weeks at Imogen's parents and my parents for Christmas, New Year's, just not wanting to be in Canberra, to be honest. But we are back. I'm in my kitchen again, baking again. This time we are making Earl Grey scones because I felt like I just decided I wanted some. Also, I was watching a video and a girl was making them and I was like, oh, that's good. I'm not immune to influencing. The spark thing in my oven is broken. Last time, before I was talking about like having to go with it, now we have to go with a lighter. So that's been fun. It smells like gas because of that, but I got it on. I'll update more later, but for now, let's just make some scones. same day that I filmed before. It's 30 degrees and I'm baking and I'm making it warm in the kitchen. But it's not too bad. The scones are in the oven. I don't have cream, so I'm gonna make icing for them because otherwise they'll probably be a bit dry because scones. I realize I do have things to talk about and I'm gonna continue using the spot in the kitchen because it's actually like a pretty good angle. I don't have a lot of good filming spots. I need to get a bigger tripod. I just have this one and it's not wonderful, but a later date, okay? I've been reading, guys. She can read. Whoa, we didn't think she could, but she can. Since finishing uni, obviously I have more time on my hands, and especially these last few weeks when I haven't been working, I have all the time on my hands. So one of the things I've been doing is reading. I talked about it before, the book I got from the library, The Spirit Bares Its Teeth. I ended up finishing that in like a day, 2 days maybe, and then I was trying to read Butter. I just don't think it's for me. Not for me in this moment. I think it's just a bit much. It sparks some not wonderful thoughts in my head in regards to food and eating. So I think I'm going to put that down and save it for a later time. And then my sister-in-law, Imogen's older sister, got me Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks for Christmas. So I've been making my way through that, but it is also very heavy, especially in small increments. And then fiction-wise, I read Crooked Kingdom, the second of the Six of Crows duology. It was so good. I also finished that in just like a few days, maybe a week or so, which is incredible and crazy for me. It was so good. Lee Bardugo is so good. That's the third of her books that I've read. The next one I want to do is Hellbent. I'm waiting for the library to get that. Anyway, now I'm reading Perfume, The Story of a Murderer by Patrick Susskind. I don't know how to say German words. Because I watch a lot of Frankie's shelf videos. I love just listening to him recap books. And he talked about this, and I've had it in my shelf. I bought it from like an op shop ages ago, and I've wanted to read it since I bought it, obviously, but I just never got around to it, and I decided to pick it up like yesterday. I'm a bit over halfway through. Grimley's just a little freak, isn't he? He's just a little weirdo. I hate him, and I'm supposed to hate him, I think. I'm supposed to be disgusted by him, because I am. But it's so interesting. I haven't read anything like this before. Wait, I can compare it to Lapvona. A book Lapvona is very similar in that it's like European, not historical fiction of just like a gross village with characters that are weird and gross and you hate them. So it's very similar vibes, I think, but it's interesting. Obviously I know the plot because I watched a recap, and I've also watched people talk about the movie ages ago, so I'm not being surprised by anything. It's more just the experience of reading it. It's really interesting because of like how important scent is to it. Obviously it's about like a guy who has an insane sense of smell, so like there's so many descriptions of scent where I have such bad hay fever that my sense of smell is dog shit. Absolutely terrible. So like they're saying things and I'm like, I think I know what that smells like. I can't smell shit. It affects my taste buds as well. I cannot taste like minute details. I often cook things and Imogen's like, you've put too much sauce in this. And I'm like, this is so regular and chill about. So yeah, it's very interesting. So I did some painting, and then I did some knitting, and eventually made dinner, and now we're watching Orange High School Host Club. Imogen had the DVD at her parents' place, so we took it home after we visited. And I've watched definitely like at least the first 1 or 2 episodes back in the day, and I like know it, and it's got some interesting and problematic aspects. But it's kind of really funny, guys. This shit's kind of great. Imogen's just watering the garden. And I thought I'd show you one of the knitting projects I'm currently working on. So I had been working on this raglan sweater for like the last few weeks pretty religiously, but I've run out of the mohair that I need for it, and I don't want to go to the store and buy it. story of my life, running out of yarn and not wanting to go to the store to buy more, especially not at the moment because I just like don't want to spend any money at all. So it's forced me to pick up this really old project that I started in 2023. It's a sweater vest. I think it's a, no, it's not petite knit. It's My Favorite Things, like one of the vest ones. I've made it before back when I first started knitting, but it's way too big. Like, because the neck is quite deep, as you can see, it comes down to like here and just like falls off me. So I started making it smaller 2.5 years ago now, but just like kept always forgetting about it or not wanting to work on it. And at this point I really don't want to work on it because it's just the ribbing. So I'm doing the bottom ribbing, and then I have to pick up all the stitches along the side and the neckline. And if there's two things I really don't like doing when I'm knitting, is ribbing and picking up stitches.
I realized I forgot to give an update on that. Um, I can't remember. I think it was the next night I sat down to work on this vest again, and I had finished the bottom ribbing, and I was just confronted with having to either pick up the neck or sleeve stitches to the ribbing. And I was just like, I don't want to do this. And I don't even wear vests that much. So I undid it. I completely frogged it. And I'm gonna use the yarn for something else, something that I will like more. Teehee.
Hello, this is really stupid, but I thought it'd be funny to do an unboxing of what I just got in the mail. I'm pretty sure it's my degree or one of my degrees. They already sent me one of them. And I thought I would get the other one at the graduation ceremony because that's in like 2 weeks. But I guess not. So I don't know what they give me at the actual ceremony. A secret third degree. Yeah, okay, wait. Yeah, it's my other degree. Yippee! I have a Bachelor of Arts as well now, guys. So I don't know what they're giving me on the, yeah, I don't know what they're giving me at the ceremony. Do I just get one of the ducks? I don't know. Anyway, satisfied semi-useless arts degree holder right here, guys. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me for having 2 degrees? What the hell? Hello. I'm trying to sew. I didn't film much yesterday. It was stupid of me because I looked really nice. I did my makeup really well to go to the library. But I didn't take any photos of it, so I can't even prove it to you. But trust, it was good. Fern's there. I don't know if you can see her, but she's sleeping on my sweater. But I'm trying to sew a pair of shorts to wear to the last dinner party concert in 2 days. And guys, I don't know why sewing is like the one craft that like eludes me. I just don't have the patience for it for some reason. I can sit there and knit or crochet the same stitch over and over again. But like, you want me to iron something? You want me to hem something? Absolutely not. But yesterday I started doing this. I cut out all the pieces. I tried ironing. I didn't have enough water in my iron, so it didn't work. So the pieces are still kind of crinkled. And then I cut them out and I was able to do the side seams. Then I needed to wind my bobbin. But the piece that I need to wind bobbins using the machine is missing. This machine that I'm using is one that was my mum's. She's had it for as long as she had it for as long as I can remember as a child. But she just gave it to us because she doesn't need it. She has like a really fancy quilting machine. But anyway, yeah, it's missing the piece and it's really old, so I don't know shit about sewing, so I don't know where to get it. But anyway, I was trying to DIY a bit to help me wind the bobbin, and it was just, I was not doing anything correctly. I was like being so sloppy. Again, I have no patience. I didn't even have the patience to finish watching the video on how to wind bobbin. I was just like, oh, okay. Long story short, I dropped 2 paintbrushes into the machine, like inside the case. And then I just like cried about it because I'm like, obviously I'm the stupidest person alive if I'm doing that twice. Because it was like once and then I took a break and then I came back and I did the exact same thing again. So I had a bit of a cry. Imogen, because she is so clever and lovely, was able to take the plastic case apart and get them out. And then my mum, after laughing at me, she called me. Well, I called her actually because I was crying. But she figured out how to properly DIY a piece. So now I have that, and I was able to wind the bobbin this morning, and now I'm like getting there. I'm at the part where I am sewing the legs like together, like the middle seam. I wanted to make these pair bloomers. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to do that because I need like, I'm going to Sydney tomorrow like 6 a.m. and I did already hem the bottom, but I guess if I can figure out how to make a ruffle, I could just attach it here hopefully. Let's see how we go. I'm gonna make the shorts and then like once I finish that, I will figure out if I want to make a ruffle or if I like might just add some like bows to the side because I think that'd be cute. We shall see. I now have shorts. Yippee! They're obviously a bit big in the waist at the moment. They're elasticated, so I need to, I've like made the waistband so I can then put the elastic in. But I think I'm gonna take a break. My back's starting to hurt. And I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll go for a walk because I need to post a letter, which is fun. But yeah, this is them. They're very much like boxer shorts. The idea for the concert ones was bloomers, but bloomers normally you go in at the leg, like so they're elasticated, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can handle that at this moment for things that need to be done tomorrow. Try the ruffles, but that's gonna have to wait till this afternoon. I can't. I need to step away for a moment. I need to walk away, but yippee! I lied. It's been like 30, 40 minutes at least, I think. I ended up finishing the base of the shorts, basically. They're done. Yay! I got the waistband in, and I put them on and they fit. Yippee! I definitely need to walk away from this now, otherwise I will go insane. Also, I'm quite hungry. I think I'm gonna walk to the post office and then maybe get something from the little cafe there. Maybe. And then I can sit and read some more book, perhaps. A beverage even. I think I deserve it. I think I've been so... I haven't done anything to deserve it. We'll see. Sewing. I took a Lego break and watched the first half of Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition because it's on 2 discs, guys. And now I'm back to the shorts. I have done one leg ruffle. Woohoo! It's a bit fucked. It's a bit cooked, but I don't care. You know, I'm having fun, kind of. Maybe. So you have the other ruffle. I only just had enough fabric for it and it's like a very uneven piece of fabric. I did hem it, only folding it over once though because I didn't want to lose any length. But now I didn't realize, I was like, I want like longer ones because that's fun. But then I put them on and they're like almost at my knees. But it's fun. I think they're cute. So now I'm gonna, oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was when the bobbin ran out. Okay, I'll refinish some of this because my bobbin ran out before. And then I gotta do the ruffling, like ruching bit, which was harder than I thought it would be. But yeah. Like a drag queen on Drag Race doing a design challenge specifically. I keep thinking of Jules in the Monopulence one where she was doing all the ruching. I feel her. That must have fucking sucked because I'm barely doing it and I'm sick of it. I did it. The ruffles are on. Yippee! I did try them on. They look silly as. They look so silly. But it'll be cute. It'll be fun. I don't know what I'm gonna wear on the top half. I have to decide tonight because obviously I have to pack it. But I also think I want to add bows here. just with some ribbon, not with the fabric, because I don't think I'd have enough to make like big bows, but we do have quite a bit of ribbon. I have this green one that I think would work, as well as this green spotty one. The other ones we have are all pink, so I don't know if they'd work, but I think this green one could. I ended up finding this red ribbon, which I think goes really well with the blue. So I'm gonna put these, I was thinking about the hips originally, but I think they're a bit cuter along the ruffle here. I'm just gonna hot glue this shit. I'm on a 6 a.m. bus to go to Sydney to get my tattoo done. I don't even know if you can hear me. I don't want to speak too loud, but yeah. I just finished my tattoo appointment. I don't want to film in there because it's kind of bulky, but it's so cute, you guys. I love it so much. No. Whoa! Emily vlogging. Do it again! Some of my terrible footage from my camera for your vlog.